Welcome to The Explainer. So there's this question that every single business leader is facing right now. What on earth do we do about the insane cost of tech? Well, a new report from Virtualization Options LLC, they're a tech research firm based out of Colorado, suggests the answer, well, it's probably not what you're thinking.
You know that feeling, right? That pull to get the shiny new thing? And our first instinct is always, yup, we need it. But what if that's not actually the smartest move? This report points to a much more powerful and way more cost-effective strategy that's, well, it's been right under our noses the whole time.
All right, so first up, let's just set the stage here. We're all feeling that budget squeeze, right? But what's really cool about this report is how it breaks down exactly why tech costs are ballooning and putting a real strain on pretty much everyone.
So according to the report, it's really these four things creating a perfect storm. You've got constant tech advancements, and new tech comes with that premium price. Then there's this massive demand from things like AI and the cloud that just eats up power. Add in the supply chain issues that just won't go away, and top it all off with good old inflation. It's no wonder every IT dollar feels like it's shrinking.
Yeah, so this is way more than just some number on a spreadsheet, isn't it? It's a huge strategic problem. You're feeling all this pressure to innovate, but the bank account's screaming no. So, what's the play here? What's the alternative to just throwing more and more money at the problem?
And that brings us to the core idea of this whole report. It's about a shift in mindset. Instead of always looking to buy, the smarter strategy is to optimize. It sounds simple, right? But that one word, it changes everything.
And here it is. This is the heart of it all. It's about unlocking what you've already got. The report says your biggest opportunities, they're not sitting in some vendor's warehouse. They're already in your server room, running on the tech you already paid for.
Okay, so optimization can feel like a buzzword. What does it actually mean in this context? Well, it's pretty simple, really. You look at what you have, you figure out where you can make it better, and then you actually make the changes to boost its performance. It's all about making your existing stuff work harder and smarter.
And look at the payoff here. It's not just a small win. We're talking major cost savings and a big jump in efficiency. And hey, there's even a nice sustainability angle too, since you're using less energy and creating less e-waste. It's a win-win-win.
All right, so this is where it gets really practical. This isn't just some big abstract idea. The report actually gives us a playbook, a set of real strategies you can use.
Now, the playbook is packed with options. You've got everything from the simple stuff like swapping in an SSD or adding more RAM, all the way up to really big strategic moves. We can't hit them all today, so let's just zoom in on a couple of the real heavy hitters.
Okay, two of the biggest tactics mentioned are virtualization and containerization. Now, they sound similar, but they're different. Think of it this way. Virtualization is like having several different, complete computers, each with its own operating system, all living inside one physical box. Containerization, that's more like having neatly packed apartments in one building. They all share the building's main plumbing and electricity, the host OS, but each apartment just has the app and what it needs. Both are amazing for cramming more work onto less hardware.
But here's a really key point. Optimization is not a one-and-done thing. You can't just do it once and forget about it. To really make it work, the report says you need a structured, ongoing process. And that's where this idea of a planned tech refresh cycle comes into play.
This cycle is basically a 5-step loop. You plan, you assess what you've got, you evaluate your options, you implement the changes, and then you maintain it. And this is a total game changer because it takes you out of that reactive mode, where something breaks and you panic buy your replacement, and puts you into a proactive, strategic headspace. It keeps everything running at its best.
So, we've talked tech, we've talked process. But the report makes it super clear that this goes beyond just hardware and software. It's also about your people and about your strategy.
Think about it. If you're going to go to leadership and ask for resources, you have to speak their language, right? You can't just talk tech specs. You need to build a rock-solid business case. Show them the numbers, the cost savings, the ROI, and most importantly, connect the dots. Show them exactly how this IT project helps the entire company hit its big picture goals. And of course, none of this happens without your IT team. I mean, they're the ones who make it all work. The report really hammers this home.
You have to invest in them. Get them training in things like cloud, automation, cybersecurity. Give them the power to make decisions and create a space where they can share what they know. A team that's skilled and feels empowered, that's your secret weapon.
Okay, so let's get to the good part. After all this work, what's the bottom line? What kind of results can you really expect to see?
The numbers are pretty staggering. The report suggests that by making your infrastructure more efficient, you could be looking at cost savings around 20%. That's a lot.
And that's not all. You're also looking at something like a 15% gain in pure efficiency. What does that mean? It means less downtime, and things just run smoother for everybody.
And here's the kicker, the ripple effect. All that added reliability and speed, it makes your customers happier. We're talking a potential 10% bump in customer satisfaction. So you save money, you get more efficient, and your customers are happier. That's a powerful trifecta.
But here's the thing. The journey never really ends. And maybe that's the biggest takeaway from the Virtualization Options report. Real optimization isn't a project with a finish line. It's a culture. It's a continuous loop of looking at what you're doing, tweaking it based on the data, and always trying to get better.
So as we wrap up, we want to leave you with a question to chew on. Your technology is a massive investment, right? So are you just treating it like another line on the expense report? Or are you looking at it as a powerful asset, one whose full potential is just sitting there waiting for you to unlock it?